Hey everyone, I'm going to talk to you about Game of Thrones Super Size Season 6 finale. It's called The Winds of Winter. This is your spoiler warning, so if you haven't seen the episode, you can step away, watch it, it's a big one, and come back. I'm going to talk to you about Queen Cersei. Not much else. If you want to watch a video that goes into depth about the entire episode, there's going to be a Dragons on the Wall coming soon. But for right now, let's just talk about what happened at King's Landing and Queen Cersei, which was sort of capped off the episode. Not the exact ending of the episode, because that was Dany and everyone sailing toward Westeros. But let's talk about Cersei sitting on the Iron Throne. Now, the King's Landing storyline all through this season hasn't really had a lot of traction. There have been other things that have held our interest a lot better. The North, stuff in Marine with Daenerys getting the Dothraki and using her dragons. Just a lot of stuff taking precedence. Bran looking back in time. The King's Landing stuff, there wasn't anyone really to root for there all the time. And also, we always remembered that it was all Cersei's own doing. She brought this on herself. She brought all this stuff to King's Landing. She created the Faith Militant and gave them the power to do what they're doing, and she wound up paying for it. Now remember, she did all this in the beginning to get rid of Marjorie. So in the end, with the wildfire explosion, she got her wish. That a lot of people had to die. Things had to blow up. The Sept of Baelor had to get demolished, but Marjorie did wind up dying, along with the High Sparrow and Mace and Soloris and all that, and countless others. So in that respect, booming success. She got rid of Marjorie, and it was a horrible plan, but it worked in the end. Now the side effect was that what she didn't realize is that Tommen was going to kill himself, which in turn, I guess, fulfilled the prophecy from the witch from when she was a child that she was going to lose all her kids. So a Pyrrhic victory, if you want to call it that, for Cersei there, but one that also left her alone. And alone she could rule as queen. And perhaps deep down subconsciously that's what she always wanted. Everyone was going to leave her. She loved her children more than anything, but this was destiny, and she's just sort of accepted it. I suspect she's going to be sort of crueler and meaner than ever now. But anyway, as for what happened in this episode, and Ramin Djawadi, I believe his name is, the composer, had an excellent piece that went through all throughout the King's Landing trial. He also killed it on Person of Interest earlier this week with their finale. But this was the most interesting part of the entire King's Landing arc this season, this moment, this trial here. So it's good they saved it for the end, because the other stuff leading up to it wasn't so great. But yeah, this had a lot of suspense, just the way it all played out, with Lancel sort of tracking the little birds, and the little birds killing Pycelle and then stabbing him, and the wildfire. We suspected it was going to be wildfire. A lot of us did anyway. But it didn't mean that it took away from the spectacle and everyone dying. And then the end result, because it could just be, hey, I got rid of my enemies, but Tommen also paid the price. The sort of a turn of the screw, twist of the knife there. She sort of made herself miserable enough to fail upward into being queen. So now you've got sort of more of a Daenerys versus Cersei thing possibly going to happen in the next couple seasons or soon, because the way they travel on this show right now, Daenerys will arrive in Westeros in the season 7 premiere, because things are happening really quickly, even though it took Sam all season to get to Old Town. Anyway, so what did you guys think? I thought it was really cool. I really liked that they saved the best of this story for the last, because it wasn't really grabbing me earlier on. But you could read my full review on IGN, and stay tuned to IGN for all Game of Thrones news.